we're doing a little bit of professional development on questioning. So you do have a do now. So I'm actually going to give you your do now, but it's interactive. So it's not a quiet like we normally do. So you're actually going to be talking. What I ask of you is you are going to get a question. Somebody's actually, so if Garrett has a question, he's going to read it to Jay Cherie, and Jay Cherie's going to answer. Only answer the question that is written here. Don't elaborate. Don't go into it any further, okay? So you're going to ask Jay Cherie. Jay Cherie's going to ask RJ. RJ's going to ask you.
Good.
So that's for you.
Do I need my glasses?
If you need them, you let me know. I can go get them for you. That's for you. That's for you. Okay, go for it. I'm going to actually have Garrett go first, please.
Jay Cherie, did you have a good week teaching?
Yes. And should I?
Nope.
Okay. What was one to RJ?
Yours
What
is to
was
RJ.
one great teaching moment you had with your students this week?
They actually did their work.
Okay.
And Garrett, do you feel you were effective in your teaching
Doesn't help that my handwriting's not all
this
great.
week?
No, don't look. Ask the question again.
Do you feel you were effective in your teaching this week?
I think for the groups that usually do their work, yes.
Okay.
What would you change if you could teach one of your lessons again?
I would change my yesterday's lesson because I felt like I wasn't as prepared for that lesson as I was for the first 3 lessons of the week.
Good. Okay. So now what I want you to do is take a second. We didn't have a lot to say, which is on purpose. I want you to, now we're going to report out on the person to our left. So Jay Cherie's going to talk about what Garrett said. Garrett, you're going to talk about what RJ said. RJ, you're going to report out what did you hear from that person? What was the response that you got?
I don't remember.
So Garrett said he had effective teaching week,
Okay.
and what he wanted to change, like he was not prepared for 3 lessons which he taught yesterday. So
Okay.
And I don't remember because I was concerned about my glasses.
Okay, Garrett, do you remember what Jay Cherie's was?
With Jay,
Because you had her question, so.
Yeah, what was
Oh,
the
yeah.
question? Refresh my
she
mind.
just said yes. She could
Oh,
work.
there you go.
Okay.
That's why I didn't.
Did you have a good good week teaching? And she said yes.
Okay.
RJ, when he was asked the question on what was like memorable about his week, I think, for teaching, he said that his students worked and were like learning.
Okay. So what's the takeaway from our do now? What do you think the takeaway is?
That we weren't focusing.
No, that's not what your takeaway is.
we should be prepared in that lessons.
Okay.
It's
We
just
feel
a,
good.
Remember,
when-
we're talking about questioning. We haven't talked about your objective yet either, so we're talking about
We need
questioning.
We need to have answers that are more elaborate, so that way it sticks with us. Where if you just say yes or no, you really don't remember anything that happens.
Okay,
But if like
cool.
if you ask a question and they're able to elaborate on it, and you listen to it longer, you probably pick up something more.
Okay. So answers need to be longer.
well, the questions need to allow for a longer answer as opposed to yes or no.
Bingo. Absolutely. So, perfect. So our first objective, which I don't have posted, is fellows will be able to change yes or no questions to direct open-ended questions, and that's actually our first activity. The second one is fellows will be able to ask follow-up questions for 3 different reasons: to be able to invite students to elaborate, so get a little more information, because sometimes when they answer us the first time around, they're there, but they're not quite there. And so if we're able to ask a second question, we usually can help get them there with that question. We can reinforce an idea or a concept. So by asking a question, we're just reviewing something that we've already gone over, and then we're also able to reflect on an idea or that concept for the day. So what we're going to do is, if somebody wants to come up and be our scribe, that would be great. So your first activity is you're going to look at these two questions, and you're going to think about how can you change those questions to get a better answer. And think about what do you want as an answer for this too, because that may help guide you towards a better question than what we have up here. So here's a pen. Work together.
I can think of a better question for number one.
What do you think, RJ?
I would say write an equivalent fraction for 1/2.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Instead of giving, if we give 3/6, they might think, okay, that might be equivalent, and they
Well, the way it's
start
worded is 1/2 equivalent to 3/6? They just say yes.
Mm.
Whereas if you say write an equivalent fraction, they might not say 3/6, but it makes them work.
Mm-hmm.
Each one can find different fractions.
Yep. And the other piece is, if it's
Do you
just
want to have it to 3/6 or to 1/2?
1/2,
1/2.
since that's the bottom.
Okay.
Doesn't matter actually.
the other piece is that if you ask, is 1/2 equivalent to 3/6, they have a 50% chance of getting that right.
Yep.
So if you, now what's another way, what is a way to extend that question? What if you ask that question, you realize in the middle of asking that question, it's not really a great question, but you're going to keep going with it. Okay, Garrett, is 1/2 equivalent to 3/6? You
can say
answer.
explain.
Yeah, explain.
Explain.
How do you know? Yep, good,
How do you know?
good.
So you can ask them to show either
Show your
with
work.
models or with multiplication.
Cool.
And what digit is in the hundreds place? Well, first we probably need digits for this question, and then, but I feel like, you know, if there was four numbers, they had a 25% chance.
Mm.
But if we ask them, I don't know, like, would you make, like, how would you make a number that had a digit in the hundreds place? I think. Or have them label all the digits?
Label all the places.
Or just ask, what is the hundreds place? What is it? So that way, usually they'll explain it, and most of them will probably want to give an example.
Yeah, what is the hundreds place? Where is it?
Or we can give the number and ask, where is this? Which place is this?
Is the 3.
Mm.
Yeah.
So if they have 3 or 2 trees, they should mention everything.
Okay, so let's put a number up there. It sounds like we'd like a number. Let's put 349. So what digit's in the hundreds place? J3?
3.
3. Okay.
But the problem with that question is you're just saying 3.
Mm.
Are they practicing their mathematical language?
No.
No.
So we should switch it, like you were saying, and put it like, here's the given number, label the place values for.
What value is the 3?
Right.
Which would make them use their language.
Yep. And what's great about being able to say what value is the 3? You forgot a U in your value. VAL. There you go. What place value is the 3? Is they can kind of use the knowledge that they already have. They can go back to their prior knowledge and say, okay, I know the 9 is in the 100 or is in the